Good morning, good afternoon, good middle of the night. This is Michelle Williams, your Survey 123 Jedi. And today we have a quiet class, but all of you can get in here to watch the recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through it. We won't have questions and answers today. I hope you're doing wonderful. Some of you are pinging me on the outside, having me look over your LinkedIn and things like that. So congratulations to those of you who are stepping forward. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about JobScan. I'm going to show you how to do it. I actually will show you how to go through the free 7-day trial and then pay for it later if that's something you want to do. I love this program. I've been anytime I've needed to, right after my undergrad, I was in a program so that I could learn how to dial in all my skills for job interviews and things like that. It was a great program, but the most important part was this software right here. So what I'm going to do is show it to you today. And then if you have questions later, you can ask me. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Actually, first I'm going to turn on my PowerPoint so that you can see it. And I'm going to share my screen. Da-da-da. Here we go. And looks like we're active. Okay. So here's the check-in, just a self-check. Did you complete your 2 videos? I haven't seen any yet, so I'm excited to see how that works out. I think what we're going to do is in a future training is we're going to practice online and we're going to record it, and then I'll show you how to cut and paste and or trim and trim the edges and then trim anything in between in software that's free so that you can go ahead and do that. So I think we're going to do that and we'll go forward, because let me tell you the reason. When people start seeing your face and you're talking to them and you're engaging with them, they stop their thread or they stop scrolling, because it's called pattern interrupt. So, they're scrolling and then they see your face. Oh, this is somebody on my feed and they're doing something personal. They're not just sharing something. I do this all the time. I do it 2 different ways. I will record it on my phone until I get the proper one, and then I'll upload it. Or if I'm really feeling spicy, I'll use a third-party app and go live into LinkedIn. And what that does is it pushes your notification all the way to the top, because you're live and it says live right there, and people will click on that because it's different, another pattern interrupter. So remember, these videos are not for me. They're not for you, but they will benefit you. It's the long game. Some of you are graduating in August. And so when you graduate in August, you want to have your LinkedIn warmed up, because you can't just go out and sell a product, which is yourself. You can't just go out there and sell it and people receive it. You need to warm up that thread and warm up all your folks. If you have 150 people that are following you, those 150 people have people. So your idea is to warm up the thread. People that are going to start commenting and thumbs upping all of your stuff, that's going to push it down into their LinkedIn. So 150 people that follow you can turn into 500 people real quickly if they start receiving these something that excites them. So remember, this is really important. I know it's scary. I remember when I first started doing it, my mentor told us, she goes, if you don't feel comfortable with it, use a specific little group that we had, put it in there and people can give you feedback. She goes, but I want you to post it in LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever your customers are. So remember that, do that. It's really important. And it's okay if it looks like you're new, because in 7 videos, you're not going to be so new anymore. And don't delete your first one, because you'll always want to go back to that. Whether it's on your phone and you're not posting that one, just keep that one, because it's going to be amazing. You're going to see your growth and you're going to go back to that very first one you did and you're going to laugh because it was so cringeworthy. So just keep that in mind, because It's going to be amazing. This journey is going to be amazing. Just keep up the work. Did you change your title on LinkedIn? Some of you pinged me. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So since nobody's in here, you can't share, but we could do that next week. Do you have celebrations? We're just going to skip that right this moment, and we'll do that next week. So JobScan. When you get into JobScan, it's jobscan.co. What is it? This is the coolest software. So when you have a company that you're applying for, they have something called an ATS, Applicant Tracking System. So you're not going to get seen by a person. They don't care right now. You need to get through the bots. So I'm going to show you what the software does and how to get around the bots, because you got to get in the door before you can get that interview. So we're going to level the playing field. I'm going to show you how to do that. Go to jobscan.co. I'm going to play their video. Actually, I don't know if I can play their video because I've already jumped in. You know what? Oh, hey, how are you? You made it. I didn't know anybody was in here.
Morning.
Welcome.
Hi.
This is great. So welcome. If you have questions, come off mute because your screen is way low, so I can't really see if your hand goes up or if there's a chat. So thank you for showing up. It's fun not talking to myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right now, I didn't have any questions, but if I have, I will tell you.
Perfect. You know what? Since you are here, do you want to tell us what your LinkedIn title is? Because it's amazing.
So I have written Keshar Banpela, the cartography chef and GIist alchemist.
I love that. That is amazing.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to go back to this part, and then and if you have questions, just come off mute, and then I'll help you. All right. So JobScan. So we're going to go into JobScan, jobscan.co. And then this is what it looks like. And kind of give you a little bit of information. What we're going to do is we're going to put our resume in first, and then we're going to scan it to a job that we want, because the computer knows if you have a job that you want, that your resume needs to match that. And it's going to give us this match rate. And most of the time, your very first time you're doing this, you'll probably get a 20%. That's okay. You have a lot of growth to do, and then we're going to get through that together. They have a free version, and then they have the paid version, and then they have 7 days free. So we're going to start the 7-day trial today with this, just so that you can see it. I don't know how much it's going to give us on that 7-day free trial. It's been a while since I've actually paid for the program. But you're going to come down here. It's going to talk about this ATS resume checker. And what this is we already talked about getting through the bots. Something that this software does is if you put the name of your company and it has it on file, it knows what ATS they're using, and they will use that to track through your resume, which is really great, because then there's every single one of these ATSs are going to have their own things they're looking for. So this is going to dial your resume in specifically to that one software. And then uploading your resume, showing that it's a perfect match. It's going to give you your scores, beat the bots. And then, I'm looking for the video. It was a good video. You'll see it on yours probably when you get in here, because I don't see it anymore on here. And that's probably because I already signed up or signed in. All right. So what we're going to do is, oh, there it is. Scan your resume. I'm just going to show you how to do the first one, just the free one. Upload my resume. I already have it in my folder. Let's see here. So you don't see all my messiness. No, it's not messy. Can I drag it? If I already had it open, if I drag it. Okay, so let's just try this. I'm going to drag it. Now, this is one that I did in 2022. and hit scan. Did it scan it? Oh, job description. Let's say technical specialist and scan. All righty, now it's doing its work. All right, match rate is low, and that's okay. This is the ATS tips. So if you add the company name, then you can get in here. Now, the reason mine's so low is because I just gave it that job title, and that job title was so vague, and it has nothing to do with GIS probably. So um, it's giving me some good pieces of feedback. It's talking about hard skills, what's in the resume, what's in the job description, how many times it came up in the job description. Soft skills, it's talking about these 3 soft skills. I don't have a lot of soft skills on mine. I always found it very fluffy, but you probably should put some in yours, and I'll probably put some in mine if I ever do this again. That's just me. I'm not a fluffy person. I'm totally into just getting that information out there, but people like fluffy, so put that in there. The word specialist for their little job description came up twice, or came up 6 times. In mine, it's in twice. So it's kind of showing you this pattern. And then there's things that you need to pay for, but it's showing you, oh yeah, we have this available, and that's fine. I'm going to click this upgrade your account. See, choose your plan. 2 weeks for free. Try it for free. Let's see. Yeah, they want my credit card. I'm going to get my credit card. Hold on a second. Thinking about it. All right, start scanning. Okay. So here's this. This is all the free stuff they're going to give us. Actually, it looks like they give us the full program. So now when I come over here, this was actually, it has some pretty good information. So that's the cover letter. No, that's the resume. This must have my old one in here. And that's okay. We'll just use this one. That's great. Job description. Let's go look for one real quick. We'll say ERM careers. And they have graduate level. And then they have all this wonderful stuff. So they're worldwide. So if you're anywhere in the world, you can pretty much get in here. Create your career, partnership, graduate, and entry-level temporary assignments. Our people apply. Let me see what they have in the apply. MSA California. And let's see, does it say California? And we'll say GIS. Search. Okay, so we have some in San Francisco. Here's a mid-level 3. I could probably go for that one. Let's see here. When you grab the information from their site, you don't need the fluffy stuff. You just need things like the responsibilities, the requirements. We don't need to know. Do a copy. We don't need all this other information. You just need the meat and potatoes. And then come back over here to JobScan and job description. We're going to paste that and say scan. And this is the ATS. Let's see, scan, job title. Oh, let me go do. Let me see where they want that. Cool. Bottom. Right here. Careers, so the job board URL. So that's the job board URL. I'm going to just grab that whole thing. That in there. ERM. Scan. I don't know what a scan name is. No idea. Okay. And then we probably want that title. I lost the other one. Okay. Paste. Try this one more time. Copy. There it is. Paste. Update. Okay, I didn't like that one. So probably if it was a LinkedIn post, it would work. Job title. Oh, my job title doesn't match what theirs is. So I could fluff that up because I'm in a different part of my career now. And then it talks about all the skills that are in here. I don't have surface. I don't have 3D modeling, so this is probably a little over my skill set. I could put Arc Pro in here. Notice that it says Arc Pro. It doesn't say Arc Pro GI or Pro. It doesn't say ArcGIS space Pro. And that's because when HR put this together, they don't really know about our software spellings. So you're going to have to put your resume to match Arc Pro, even though it doesn't sound very professional. Keep that in mind when you do that. This one looks like those two are required. And so, yeah, this one's a little outside of my skill set. So, and that's okay. That's what this is dialing in for us. Then we have those soft skills. Yeah, I probably need to put some of those in there. And then they have other keywords that are showing up over and over on their site. So designing, suite, advanced, and utilizing. I don't think utilizing is a really good word, but advanced is a good one. Designing is a good one. Suite, probably not so much. So kind of figure out what you think is really important. But at least we got maps and Esri in here. That was good. It talks about the word count. My word count is right in the sweet spot. Measurable results. That's like, I saved the company this much money in 3 months because we did this new flow, or something that's measurable, a number. And don't let Word change that number back to text because these ATSs need those numbers. So keep that in mind. Job level match. Yeah, it says probably not so much. The tone of my resume is generally positive, so that's a good thing. Web presence, you've been linked to LinkedIn, that's good. And then it just gives you some more information, font check, average size of your font and all that. Doesn't look like it's actually pulling any of that information unless, says I need to upload the resume in my Word document format so that this will find all of that. Let's see what else. Let's go back and LinkedIn scan. Okay, that's a different thing. We're going to go in there also. That's how it's going to put LinkedIn in there. Here's a cover letter. So I actually put my cover letter from 2021. And we can scan that, and it will also do the same thing. It'll find out what I need to change for that. So here's, let's see, are we still looking at? This still looks like it's the resume. Oh, here's cover letter up here. So word count looks good, contact information, company information. Couldn't find the name, that's okay. Couldn't find the job title, that's okay, because this is just a fake one. But you're going to want to make sure all these have green check marks. And then on my cover letter, these are some of the words I probably need to add to that. Skill comparisons, professional, driven, more fluffy words. The fluffy words probably should go on your cover letter. I probably shouldn't say fluffy words. A lot of people are going to watch this. And you might like fluffy words. Sorry. Okay, so that's how you do both of those. I'm still at low. So if this is something that I really was working on, I'd find a real job description that matched my skills. And then this would look much better. In fact, if we want to, I could probably just do that for you real quick. Let's find not a mid-management. GIS in California. All right. So this is probably more of what I don't have that other skill set. So this one might be more of my support successful deliveries and blah, blah, blah. Let's do that. And copy. And new scan. We're going to do, that's going to be our job description. And scan. This one probably should be more in line. ArcGIS, same thing. Now this one is all lowercase. I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference. But my actually pulled it up. So my resume has it on 12 different times and they only had 2 on their job description. I don't have CAD or Revit. Here's your Arc Pro. Again, mine on my resume probably says ArcGIS Space Pro. So I would fix that. ArcMap, if I actually have 3 of those on mine. Mapping, web application, automation. I could put most of those in there somewhere so that they tie in better. What was my, let's see. Initial low rate is normal. Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, go through here, figure out what you can fix in your resume and then rescan your resume. And then do the same thing with your cover letter, and that's going to boost up the scores. And I definitely need to add those skills in. Other keywords, suite, you could put the Esri suite because of software. If it was that important, they do have it on here 3 times, so maybe it is important. Anytime you can get those green check marks, that's optimal. And again, we could upload the Word document and get all this other information. Right now, let's go do that LinkedIn part. So you've got a pretty good feel on this one. If you wanted to keep your results, you could put the name in here. If there was a job that you really wanted and you needed to kind of revise, you could save that name in there. And then you can, if you got a job or if you got an interview, I think you can put a star or something and track it. And then JobScan kind of knows, they can kind of get a feel of how their product is actually working. And then let's go see. We can find that place where they did the LinkedIn scan. Okay, so let's see here. When was this? 2023. That was a couple days ago. I'm going to refresh real quick. Okay, upload a LinkedIn PDF job scan. Okay, how do I do this? They're going to show me how to do this. Let's see here. Get rid of some things. Okay, so we're going to go into LinkedIn. It's funny, it used to go, I attached something this morning and now I have to log in every time. It's okay. It's just not optimal. That's okay. So go to my public LinkedIn profile and go to the more. I'm going to put this on my other screen so I can see it. Okay, so my public, I think it's here. Let's see here. Go to my public, go to more. La, 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 la. More, I think it's down here somewhere. No, maybe not. Find the more button under my name and headline. Okay, so up here. More, here it is. And then we're going to save a PDF. All right, there's that. That was easy. And then Back over here. And upload my, it's in my downloads probably. That looks correct. Okay. Success, it says. Okay, so to support successful delivery of, what is this? To paste the job description. Okay, so did I delete all those? Nope, they're right there. Copy. And paste. Add. And choose previous job descriptions. Oh, I think I need to scan. And it's working, I can see it. Hey, that's not too awful. 63% is pretty good. Let's see what I can improve on. Headlines. Yeah, I did not like my headline. I didn't think it would, but that's okay. I like it, so I'm going to keep it. Exact titles and things like that, and that's fine. Now, this is what you can do when you get the paid version. So I was wondering what wasn't going to show up. This won't show up. Work experience, all this, it's unlockable. So keep that in mind. That's not bad though. My score wasn't too awful. It's actually pretty good. So I don't have any job descriptions that are going to reflect on my job scan. I have survey 123 Jedi, survey 123 Padawan, and a survey 123 Youngling. So I'm not going to pull up any of those. But I'm not looking for a job. I'm just having fun. So keep that in mind. If you're having fun, you can put the fun titles. If you're actually looking for a job, put those job titles on your resume where they are. Be professional about those things that the company's going to use, not fun things. But then once you get that job, you can change everything. Do you have any questions for me?
No, it's going good. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm going to show you one more tool because we have some time. And so I'm going to just go into another. This was one that Grammarly. Grammarly is a tool that I use. I actually started using when I first started going to school because I was going to University of Phoenix. I don't even remember what it's called, Phoenix University, whatever. It's that online course. And they have a great library of tools and books and things like that because they started online. And so when I started taking their classes, I learned about Grammarly. And as a student, you get it for free. And then you can still use it for free. It's just called Grammarly.com. And you can go in here and you can update for free. You can cut and paste all your information in here. And it's going to tell you all your Grammarly mistakes or grammar mistakes. So let me see what I have in here. This was the Huntington Botanical Gardens. And I wanted to find out how to, I guess, best put that information in. Actually, let me do something else. I'm going to throw my cover letter in there. Now my cover letter, it's not your normal cover letter because I figure this is what it's going to say. So my goals, is it general? Is it business-like? I'm going to put business. My intent is for this one, I just read it this morning. It was to tell a story. My audience is going to be pretty much their experts. Formality, I'm going to say neutral because this is a more fun one, and I'm going to say done. And then it doesn't really format very well, but that's okay. If you do the paid version, which I do because, and this is the reason I do the paid version. If you do the paid version, there's a download that you can download in all your emails, have Grammarly, all of your Outlook or your Word documents and your softwares. Grammarly gets put into most of those. And then you can do your social media. So, you know, my Facebook and my LinkedIn and all of that has this little green, this guy right here. And so it watches me all the time. And for me, I think it's like $150 or something for the whole year. It's worth it that I don't look like I can't spell, because anybody who knows me, I was hooked on phonics because we were that first class of kindergartners. We were hooked on phonics, and then they're all, nah, this isn't working. They took it away and they didn't teach us the rest. So I spell like phonetics. I mean, if it sounds like it should be spelled that way, that's how I spell it. But beyond spelling, it also does commas. It does passive voices. I used to have passive voices all the time. I'm getting better at it. It still underlines it sometimes, but I have a more active voice. So it's what it is, active and passive. Passive is more on like the negative side, and then your active voice is more positive. It reads better. There's less verbiage. You've taken out all these little pieces of words that just make things confusing. So I love this product. So it's talking about during the crash of 2007. Now this was to, who was this to? Human Resources. This was for a conservation experience. Anyways, I'm trying to tell them a story because they're getting all these documents, cover letters from 500 people, and probably 300 of them made it through the bot. And now they're going through these documents, and you want them to feel something. You don't want to tell them something. You want to share a story so that it resonates with them, so that they'll get on the phone and want to know more and say, hey, we want to interview you. So kind of keep all that in mind. It's all psychology. It's, you know, everything that you learn in school is all the things the teachers learned when they were trying to get a job, and they've been in their career for 20 years. So keep that in mind when you're doing your homework, and they're saying, you know, do this on your LinkedIn page. Do that for your homework, but then know that there are other ways to do things, and maybe some of this will work for you. You know, try it, see what happens. You're young. You know, everybody's having a good time trying to figure out what their next step is. And so I started having more fun when I started doing this. I had fun with writing stories. I had fun with doing my LinkedIn page. Everything was more fun when that switch in my head flipped from I need to be professional to let's engage our audience. And that's when I started getting my calls back for interviews, because people saw that. And when you tell a story, it resonates. If you don't tell a story, it just looks like words on a page. So here it is. During the crash of 2007, I was able to sell my home and buy a travel trailer where I planned to live for 3 years while the market corrected itself. During that time, my husband lost his position and we were both working odd jobs. That's when, that's when I started my undergrad program and took the first GIS course of that. Took my first GIS course. During my GIS course, I was encouraged to continue through the GIS master's program. The GIS master program was both the most intense task I've ever accomplished and the most fulfilling. My first GIS supervisor asked me if I learned everything I needed to during my master's program for my position, and I told her I learned about the software. Oh, I learned more about GIS software after joining Southern California Edison. Still, the theories and research skills I acquired made me a better employee because I had the resource skills and things like that. And then it says on a personal note, because you want to make sure that you are personal. While being quarantined, I learned to ride a mountain bike and do some hiking. Sometimes the hills are more significant than I can handle, so I hike my bike up the rest of the way. Mountain biking is like life. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's hard, but it's what you do when life gets hard to create, that creates the better person. If you do a personal story, put a little life experience. This is my personal experience. And then this is how I related it to life or something like that. So then it kind of brings it back. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's see what some of these underlines are. It doesn't like my it. So, and sometimes it's hard. So you could put it there. You could leave it out. You also have to remember that, let me check something on. I'm gonna mute you because I can hear myself in the background. Sometimes if I talk a little higher, I can hear myself. So keep in mind that Grammarly is a software. It doesn't know how you speak. It does the best it can, but sometimes I'm going to leave things like it's hard in there. We're both working. So let's see what this says. During that time, my husband lost his position and we both worked odd jobs. I kind of like my way a little better, and that's probably why these are still the way they were. During the housing crash, I could, wouldn't make any sense. So we're just going to leave it the way it is. Do you have any questions for me so far? I think I'm almost done.
Yeah, no, yeah. Actually, I have also tried Grammarly, but I don't have the paid version.
Okay.
So maybe in future I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. When it gets to the point where, you need to be professional on all platforms, that's when I did it. Probably after I
Okay.
got my first job.
So for JobScan that you have just showed, it is for how to make my resume and cover letter better.
Yes.
Okay, so that I can hit the keywords.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And you can do it for free. You can
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
I think you can do 15 free scans. So use those 15 first, see how good you do.
Sure.
And then
Sure.
when you're ready, you can do the other.
Yeah, sure.
And you can do it by month. I think it's like $45.
Oh, yeah, I will check that. Yeah.
Right. That's what I have for you today. Are you going to put together your video for your LinkedIn?
I will try. I'm not yet ready.
Okay. Well, I think what I want to do is in the future, one of our future meetings,
Yeah.
we're gonna try to work through some of those, and we're gonna record them, and I'm gonna show you how to cut those into small snippets so that
Yeah, so I will make a trial version of my video. Yeah.
perfect. Yep,
Yeah,
make a
sure.
few trials. Do it on your phone.
Okay,
It's
sure.
supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was fun for me. Is there anything I have some things in our agenda for the next couple weeks. Is there anything specific you'd like to work on or dive deeper into so that we can I can make sure that that's included?
Um, yeah, as I have told you, I'm just a beginner. So, like, I don't have much experience. What I have been learned in the class that only I can include for my resume. And like, I have searched the jobs, they usually ask for experience, and I don't have much experience. So I'm just worried about that.
Okay. And you could probably put some of your class experience, projects that you've done. Did you have to do like a team project or a thesis or something?
Yes, yes, I have
Okay.
done. Yeah.
Okay. So that when you're finished, you can put that out on LinkedIn, but you probably want to do a little video to introduce it and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know I finished my thesis. this is what it's about. I put a link here so that you can find it if you're interested. And then if they're not interested, that's okay. They saw your face and they heard your voice and your passion about your project, and you can explain a little bit. And then if they want to go deeper, they can go look at it.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week. If you need me, you know where to find me on LinkedIn.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Bye.